The question is simple, but the answer is horrifying. Did you know there's a villain so brutal and unstoppable that he drove Spider-Man past his moral limit, forcing the hero to become a killer? This is the Morlin saga, the dark, hidden chapter that starts not with a grand fight, but with an agonizing truth. Peter Parker was never just lucky, he was chosen. This is the story of the day Peter Parker learned the secret of his own powers, and how that terrifying knowledge led him to do the unthinkable. And the clock is ticking, because the hunter is already here. The man who delivered this news was Ezekiel Sims, a man who dressed like a wealthy businessman and spoke like a prophet. He appeared out of nowhere, exhibiting powers strikingly similar to Peter's own, yet wielding an intelligence Peter had never encountered. He knew Peter's secret identity, but unlike Norman Osborn or Doc Ock, Ezekiel wasn't here to destroy Peter's life. He was here to save it. Ezekiel explained that Peter's spider bite was not a random accident, but a destiny. Peter wasn't bitten by a radioactive spider. He was chosen by a totem spider. The dark secret: Peter Parker is a spider totem, a being who embodies the spirit of the spider. The powers weren't scientific, they were primal and mystical. And in the balance of the universe, where a spider totem exists, there must also exist a hunter. Imagine a shark, but instead of meat, it hunts totems. It's always hungry, and its prey is already marked. That hunter is Morlun. Morlun doesn't want money. He doesn't want power. He wants to drain the life force of totems like Peter until nothing is left. He is tireless, merciless, and, according to Ezekiel, utterly unkillable. Ezekiel, having gained his own spider-like abilities through an ancient, dark ritual, admits his time is almost up. He built a hidden panic room, walls of solid steel, reinforced with adamantium, not for himself, but for Peter. Ezekiel pleads, "Peter, if you stay here long enough, Morlin might not find you. Please." Everyone who faces him dies. But Peter, the hero who never runs, scoffed at the idea. "I've faced guys before who said they were going to kill me. He isn't the first, and he won't be the last. I'll deal with it." Morlin makes his presence known immediately, not with a boast, but with a punch that sends Spider-Man crashing through a car and into a wall. Peter admits, "Nothing's ever hit me that hard. Not the Hulk, not Thor, nobody." And for the first time, Peter doesn't have a wise crack. Nothing is funny anymore. Morlin is a silent, unfeeling force. He doesn't taunt, doesn't talk. He simply exists to kill. Peter hits him with everything he's got. Punch after punch, web after web. But Morlin keeps coming. He doesn't bleed, he doesn't tire. He just smiles with a terrifying indifference, explaining that he takes no pleasure in this. "It's nothing personal, just something I sadly have to do." Morlin has no weaknesses. As Peter desperately tries to flee, Morlin rips a large piece of Peter's suit away. He tears a car from the street and nearly crushes a group of civilians just to keep Peter's attention. Peter is forced to realize how frighteningly different this fight is. He is hurt. His chest is on fire. His ribs are cracked. He's dragging Morlin away from innocent people, telling himself, "Get up. Get on your feet." He's coming. Peter is exhausted. He throws on a pile of civilian clothes, telling himself he just needs a second. But when Morlin threatens the civilians again, Peter pushes himself back into the fight. He's been fighting for nearly 12 hours straight. He hasn't had anything to eat or drink, and the hunter is not even tired. Peter hides, broken, and thinks, "Can I let this one go? Can I let it be someone else's problem just for a minute so I can rest? No, I can't. But God, I wish I could." In a moment of final, desperate clarity, Peter staggers to a payphone and calls Aunt May. He tells her how much he loves her. He sets the phone down and accepts his fate. I always knew that sooner or later I'd lose. It's math, you see. Statistics. No one wins forever. Morlin grabs him. Peter is being choked. He's about to be drained. And then, a miracle. Ezekiel shows up. Ezekiel throws a punch, and Morlun grabs him instead. Morlun begins to drain Ezekiel's life force. Peter screams, but he's too late. Ezekiel uses his last breath not for a dramatic speech, but for one desperate, powerful punch that manages to achieve the impossible. Morlin bleeds. Morlin, momentarily stunned and slightly weakened, leaves. Peter, now driven by rage and grief, collects the blood sample. He realizes that Morlin, though nearly immortal, has a biological structure. Peter races to the lab. He connects the dots. The original bite from the radioactive spider had tainted the purity of his life force. That radiation, that little bit of toxicity, is the poison Morlin sensed was wrong with Peter. Peter knows he cannot defeat Morlin. He can only defeat the hunter's desire to consume him. Peter's ultimate sacrifice, he heads to a nuclear power plant. He triggers the alarm. As everyone flees, Peter injects himself with a lethal dose of radioactive fluid. He admits this might kill him, but turning his own blood into something toxic to Morlin is the only way to stop him. Morlin arrives, seeing Peter lying on the floor, seemingly defeated. As Morlin begins to drain his life force, his arm burns. Peter hammers him, punch after punch, shouting the truth. Every time he hits Morlin, instead of energy, the hunter absorbs the radiation at the point of contact. Morlin crashes into the wall, begging for mercy. Peter had him. The hunter was broken. Peter could have walked away. But that's when Peter realizes that if he lets him go, Morlin might hunt others, or simply regenerate and hunt Peter again later. Peter stands over the broken creature. He realizes that for the first time in his career, the safety of the world requires him to break the one rule he lives by. He cannot let the villain live. God in heaven, Peter, how far are you prepared to go? As Peter contemplates the dark choice, a twist arrives. Morlin's former assistant, Dex, steps out with a gun and fires. Morlin, already poisoned by radiation, dies. Peter escapes the police raid. He catches Dex, who explains that Morlin hurt him badly. Peter tells him to run, but delivers the final, chilling warning. If you ever come back, I'll hurt you even worse. The hero is gone. The killer remains. Peter survived. But he carried the dark secret that he was willing to kill, and the guilt of Ezekiel's sacrifice. He learned that the world of heroes isn't always fair. Sometimes, the only way to save the city is to damn your own soul. The ultimate purpose of the totem story wasn't about the powers themselves, but the moral line Peter was forced to cross to save a world that never knew the choice he made. Did Peter Parker do the right thing? Was killing Morlin a necessary evil to save countless others? Or did he fundamentally break the moral code that makes him Spider-Man? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe if you want to uncover more dark secrets about the heroes you thought you knew.